It's almost as if they don't want us to know what's going to happen. The plans for WrestleMania 41 keep seeming to change, but in a good way. From something we did not expect to something that now seems to be a star powered event. Yes, WrestleMania 41 seemed to be something distorted, something that was not living up to the hype, but now every twist and turn has been exciting. Starting with what happened on SmackDown, Randy Orton came out, and yes, he challenged The Rock and John Cena to potentially build up a feud there. But of course, we got the main thing going. It was against Kevin Owens. Yes, Randy Orton against Kevin Owens is a predominant force. It's gonna happen no matter what. They're going after each other, and Randy Orton threw out a great promo. He was using his words with rabid rage, and he decided to state the obvious. He was the WWE's best punter. He is going to kick the face of Kevin Owens and demonstrate that he is the Viper. He hears voices in his head, and you're messing with the wrong person. Twists and turns led into what will be happening for WrestleMania, and that's just one of the teasers. Tiffany Stratton came out against the one and only Piper, and she got to get a little lick in there and, show herself to be title worthy. She keeps on being so close, but just so far. Yes, we're not going to push Piper Niven just so close to the main event, but she definitely deserves her flowers. As for Tiffany Stratton picking up the win, she solidifies that she can take on the big girls in WWE by being able to defend herself and her title and being able to just prove her strength. But guess who came out? Charlotte Flair with that heel move, and that's exactly what I'm talking about. The plans for WrestleMania keep on building up because I am more personally invested now in Tiffany Stratton against Charlotte Flair than Jey Uso against Gunther. This just has more heat. The way Charlotte Flair is coming in, the way she's actually taking in the heat, the way she's building up her character as a heel. Yes, we all thought that when the Queen was back, she was gonna be a baby face. She had a great pop at Royal Rumble. She had a great showing. She has great respect and is definitely one of the most winningest champions of all time. But it was to the fact that the people weren't pleased that she was the one that picked up the win at Royal Rumble, and it turned out to be that it was her time. It was her time to be the heel. It was her time to go against Tiffy time, and this is an exciting battle because slowly but surely this is actually building up to be a great main event, a great title match, and a great showing. One for the rookie Tiffany Stratton to be able to get her flowers in the main event with someone so valuable, so talented such as Charlotte Flair. Definitely something I'm looking forward to. Now, in other states, we also did get to see Yes Boy, the tag team champions. Continue to get their contenders because it was a matter of fact that SmackDown was to make a pentagon with all the teams that are going. Yes, we had the DIYs facing off against the Street Profits, facing off against the Motorhead City, against every single tag team in SmackDown, against those Garza. And they were all right there, but the Yes Boy, we picked up the win. Yes, Pretty Deadly was able to now solidify themselves as one of the people facing off for the number one contender match. And it's just a great showing so far that the SmackDown tag team matches have been able to pull off way more than the Raw tag team because right now with the War Raiders, it's just looking kind of dull. But we'll have to see how WrestleMania will implement the tag teams, where they're going to show them off. Yes, it's one of the titles. Yes, it's probably going to be a match. And we're just going to see who are they going to have defending those titles at WrestleMania. Who is going to be one of those people in contingency that are going to be there and demonstrate that it is the WrestleMania. Now, with the whole Jade Cargill incident, we had Naomi stepping out and actually admitting it, and then Jade Cargill came out and beat her ass. And I was really disappointed because they kept building this up to the point where we all expected there was going to be a deeper story, a deeper mystery, a deeper investigation. Nick Aldis got involved, and he was stating the obvious. Oh, look at this footage in the security cameras, and look at this. All for it to just be revealed in the Elimination Chamber, and all for Jade Cargill to just pretty much manhandle Naomi. What is going to happen in this storyline? Where exactly are they going, and why was it that they needed to create this tension? I mean, Braun Strowman was literally put in through a car by Bronson Reed, came back, and now is fighting against Jacob Fatu. But Jade Cargill took off a long preliminary time and just comes back, beats the ass of Naomi, and that's it. I mean, Naomi was just trying to run away like a coward. Is it even factual? I'm actually kind of heated with what was happening right there at that point because it doesn't make sense. I really thought they were going to build up to something bigger, something better, but no. So far, it just is to show that Jade Cargill is still a dominant force. Maybe they're building tension between her and Bianca Belair, but what is even the point if it's gonna be after WrestleMania? Are they just gonna really hand over the title to Bianca Belair just to continue that storyline with Jade Cargill? Now, there's so many things in there that are getting me heated, but thank you for watching Ringside Riffs. My name's Andres, and we're just going to dive into the WWE's plans for WrestleMania 41 and how this SmackDown impacted what is going to happen. After Naomi, we did have Jacob Fatu, Braun Strowman continue their monster war, continue the way they were battling, and continue to beat out each other. They continue to build up Jacob Fatu as this crazy monster because after an incredible chokeslam spot over the table, he just stood up, shook it off, and was holding his head. And we all know exactly what that means. We're gonna get more matches between these two monsters because they don't really have any ideas of how to get them titles. They don't really have any ideas, and they know that if they continue to build this up slowly, they might be able to put it in a WrestleMania match as a last man standing, as something in a cage match. Something has to happen with Jacob Fatu and Braun Strowman at WrestleMania. So we're building up to it. We've seen these monsters fight. We've seen that these monsters hate each other. So what exactly is it going to be if it's not a title match? What are the contingencies that they're building up towards, and where are we heading? Now, after Jacob Fatu, it was Michelin that was going off against Chelsea Green, and they weren't stating the obvious. Chelsea Green was either going to lose the title because she did not have Piper Niven on her side, or she was going to win the title by doing something dirty, and something dirty happened as Alba Fire made her return to the WWE and made a surprise by helping out Chelsea Green. Yes, that tag team was destroyed. What we got to see at Clash of the Tide at the castle was just a fake misunderstanding because after that whole Alba Fire and her tag team partner, who must not be named because she was released, we must state the obvious. They're just trying to find a point and what to do with Alba Fire. Now, with what we heard before, Chelsea Green was mentioning that they needed to add on more Secret Service, and if Chelsea Green is going to continue her run all the way to WrestleMania with that title, we are going to continue to see the Secret Service be built. It is a spectacular little gimmick that they have going on. They actually are pulling it off great, and by inviting actual people that are not from the US, this is actually a way to get someone who is a real American to take the title away from Chelsea Green. We'll have to see exactly what happens there, but the great development of the United States Championship title, unlike what I've seen with the Intercontinental title in the women's division, not to damage the reputation of Lyra Valkyria, but it just doesn't seem that the gimmick or whatever it is with the rivals and the heels and the turns, it's not really working. I wish Sonya Deville was still attacking her, but so far the WWE seems to have gone away from that. So WWE's plans for the WrestleMania Women's US title are seeming gleam for Chelsea Green. Now, we also had Cody Rhodes come out and literally talk about what happened. He was stating the obvious. It was John Cena that attacked him. It was The Rock that planned this all out. And now he's going to WrestleMania with the facts stated. It's an underdog story of what we always hear. And we're all here for it, Cody. You're the main guy. It's either you're with Cody Rhodes or you're with John Cena. So far, I do believe that the way they're painting this out, it might be that Cody Rhodes wins again. It might be that Cody Rhodes picks up the win because they're putting all the stacking cards against Cody Rhodes. And when all the cards are stacked, he's already demonstrated that he's been able to pull up the wins. And we're just going to see what direction the WWE Triple H is going to take this all into. Let me know in the comments down below. Thank you for watching so far if you've been here the whole time, but let me know down in the comments. I'll respond to you. I want to know exactly what you're thinking. It just put me Cody or John Cena. I just want to know who will win and who will be happening. Now, Drew McIntyre came out, beat Jimmy. He beat up on him. He feasted and was a beast at it. And then Damian Priest came out, and it just comes to show at the beginning of the show, Drew McIntyre was angry at Damian Priest. He beat him up. Damian Priest still has the grudge. He beats Drew McIntyre, and it's like the monster against monster. It's like the Jacob Fatu Braun Strowman story. They don't really have anywhere to place these people, but they're gonna build a storyline. They're gonna build a rivalry. They're gonna build this heat between them so that they can actually place them in WrestleMania. Because if anybody deserves to be in WrestleMania, it's definitely Drew McIntyre or Damian Priest. Both men have been working hard all year. Both men have been in incredible storylines. They both have been champions. And wouldn't it be fitting that the man that took the title away from the other man that was champion at WrestleMania last year face off this year with no titles, just a grudge of facing off against each other? And this leads us to the main event. L.A. Knight. Yeah, he picked up the win. He got the United States title. He beat Shinsuke Nakamura. Shinsuke Nakamura, your brother, rest in peace. I know it was difficult. I understand that it wasn't really there for you. The storylines weren't really there. It was just an internet little fever dream of you against LA Knight, and that was pretty much it. That was his whole United States run. Shinsuke Nakamura, I really do respect you. I love the way you fight, but it just seems like the career of Shinsuke Nakamura is kind of over. He's getting pushed back and pushed back in the throne. He didn't even have a push as this championship run, and now we've given the title back to LA Knight. And I'm not saying LA Knight doesn't deserve it. He's definitely fun. He's definitely intriguing. He's definitely a storyline worthy, and he's definitely going to be the WrestleMania ticket seller as the title holder. We'll just have to see what exactly the WWE is planning to do with his belt. But so far, we've diving deep into the WrestleMania plans of 41 Las Vegas and what is happening. We're going each week. We're diving in, and we're going to keep on continuing to see. SmackDown was great. What's going to happen on Raw? Thank you for watching.